together. Oh, what? Yes, we belong together. Mm-hmm. 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 So, put your hand on my shoulder. Baby. Okay, I will do the warm up first. I will warm up first before doing anything else. And what's better than what? And what? What better than? And what better than singing? You're mine, and we belong together. Yes, we belong together for eternity. You're mine, baby, and we belong together. Yes, we belong together for eternity. You're mine, my baby, and you always be. I swear by everything I own. You always be mine. You're mine. Da, 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 and we belong together. Yes, we belong together for eternity. Okay, back to work. When I almost 15 years old, I moved from a 3-day apprenticeship. I don't think that's called. Apprenticeship. When I was almost 15 years old, I moved from a 3-day apprenticeship as an ironing assistant to working at a spa. With any job, I always start as an apprentice. Apprentice. It's like one day out of nowhere, you're watching TV and someone hand you a hose and tell you to tend the garden, but you don't even know how to hold it. Anyway, it was a spa under new management, transferred from the old owner to a new one. The name changed completely, and they have nothing to do with each other. It was tucked away in alley, in a car alley on High Street in District 10. I have I always have many memories with that district district and my experience there could and my experiences there and my experiences there could never be classified as easy. After all, those were my first job in life, where I realized that the dif- the difficulty doesn't usually come from the work itself, but rather from how people treat one another. I remember the first time I ever touched another woman's body professionally. She had orange blonde dyed hair and a rose tattoo on her shoulder blade. Under the dim yellow light, the heavy scent of artificial lavender oil mixed with her perfume make my heart pound wildly. At that time, another employee was standing nearby to observe my my massage, my message, my mas, my massage, massage. To observe my massage technique. She was about my current age, and she was about my current age, and I already had twin daughters. I thought I had done well. I don't really remember how the skin of that woman with the tattoo felt. I only remember her oil, oily skin and her hair. I don't really remember how the skin appeared, and I didn't even dare look at her face. What I remember most was her expression of annoyance, and that annoyance was later confirmed by the owner's boyfriend when the customer complained while getting her motorbike back. She said, "What kind of massage is that? It's nothing but rubbing oil." Right then, a fear formed inside me. A fear of a woman who might walk into the spa and ask for massage. For a few weeks, it became an obsession. Every time I enter a room with a customer, ask her to lie down, help her adjust the towel, and begin the massage, I feel anxious. I have to stop being weak. Yes, but I have to stop being weak. Instead, I need to learn how to control pressure. I need to understand how force move from my hands into another person's muscles. Eventually, like anything we are forced to repeat, I begin to distinguish between different tension, different patterns, responses, responses, different responses. I did that job about 8 months, and the spa wasn't exactly busy. If it had been busy, time would not have felt so painfully slow. I would not have spent hours flipping through spa magazine about treatments, equipment, and experience that mean nothing to me. And I certainly would not, and I certainly would not have finished reading a book titled 100 Short Stories About Love. And sometime during those 8 months, I met many customers, young women in their 20s, middle-aged women, elderly women, but there is one person I still remember vividly, even now. I remember the moment she stepped through the glass door. She took off her black leather sneakers, her hair tied to a ponytail. She slightly raised her eye and looked directly at me. The skinny receptionist standing behind the counter. Then she asked, very gentle, very gently, whether we offer herbal massage therapy. I immediately replied that we were temporarily out of herbal pouches. In reality, none of us, especially me, even know how to perform that treatment. And she looked hesitant. But since she had already traveled all the way there, she accepted the regular massage instead. I will never forget the moment I removed the towel from her shoulders. Knowing that she had chosen a full body massage made me unexpectedly nervous. And that's not because I lacked experience. By that point, I was already competent at my job. It was a different kind of nervousness, a deeply personal one. I feel shy. I think we were sharing a strange and pirate space, and for a moment I even wonder whether that feeling has something to do with sexual orientation. But perhaps the explanation was much simpler. Perhaps I simply thought she was beautiful, and perhaps I want to look like her someday. And as after she selected, as always, after she selected her service, I guide her to upstairs. The staircase was covered with a thin red carpet lined with stubborn serrated edges. Every morning, it resisted my attempt to sweep dust from it. The second floor The second floor contained a changing room, a sauna, a massage room, and a room used for skin whitening treatments. I handed her a pink towel and asked her to change. She entered the sauna before the massage section. So I wait outside the door, listening to the knock that would signal she was ready, and the sauna door was broken in a very strange way. If someone inside became trapped and nobody forced the door open from the outside, the serious accident could easily happen. That's all.